everybody, welcome to Nikki's Live, Laugh, Love Tarot World. I am Nikki, and today is Thursday, September 17th, and we're going to go ahead and read for you from first the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. While I'm doing that, I'm going to tell you what came to me in intuitive down reading. Again, first of all, thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. I've already blessed all my decks and did a personal blessing for all of you to save time on the readings because I'd rather get right to it. But know that I do bless my surroundings and I do thank all my archangels and rebuke any negativity, so you know that. So again, if you could just sit tight, get your coffee, and this is what I'm going to say. When I did my meditation this morning, I said, you as my collective, I gathered that you're having a rebirth. And when I say rebirth, I mean a total transformation. You've had an awakening, so to speak. I hate these new age terms, but it's really truly what's happening. You're no longer who you were, and of course we always change, but there's been a big change. I'm hearing like severe swing from your thoughts, feelings, where you are in your life. You're no longer feeling trapped or stuck. And you can read all of this as I'm doing this too. You can pause it if you want to read it. You're no longer stuck or trapped. You have increased your spiritual strength, meaning you have gravitated more toward God or more toward your religious beliefs, spiritual beliefs, whoever you pray to. There is no right or wrong entity to pray to as long as they're good, love, and light. There are a lot of archangels. You can pray to any one of those. There is a creator, most high. If you don't believe that, then I'm not your reader, because that's what I believe. But you don't have to like it. You just can listen and learn. Spirit says whoever finds my channel is going to learn. Doesn't necessarily mean I may or may not be the right one for you. That's okay. We're all learning and we're all growing in this human experience that we're having, as our souls are always evolving. So again, that's you. So right now your energies are surrounding you are going to be new energies that are coming in. I did get new energies of love coming in. Take that how that resonates, whether it's romantic, friendship, family come and go too in your lives. So know that you're welcoming in the new and you're releasing what isn't serving you, which is fantastic. That's what Spirit wants us to do. We're not going to make huge leaps. Sometimes though we do. It's almost like this light switch. I'm feeling like in a snap. You've gotten it. You're like, oh my gosh, I understand. So that's great. I hope that is your situation. And I pulled who's in your energy. There's always one little a-hole riding around in your energy. And that's the yin and yang of life. You're never going to get rid of these people for good, but they're always going to be in like a bubble around you. As long as you know your boundaries, as long as you know how to keep your balance, they can't attack you. They're going to try. But right now I'm getting that they're hiding. These people are hiding and they're trapped in fear. So whoever this is, you may not have them currently in your energy, but they are spiritually in your energy or projecting toward you. You may not, or you may have them. So whoever these people are, it's the first person that's coming to your mind. 3 o'clock on the, 3 minutes in. So yeah, third party possibly, but there is somebody that is watching you for sure, hiding in your energy, but they are trapped in fear. They wanted you to be trapped in fear, but they are now the ones that are trapped in fear, because that's how it works. Anything you put out wishing for others is going to boomerang back around to you. So that's the general message. I'm going to return to this as we lay out the spirit cards. And I'm starting with the Psychic Tarot and Oracle deck by John Holland. If you have never seen this deck, it's fantastic. We're going to do a past, present, future card, and I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to pull them out. Spirit said just 1, 2, 3. And first of all, let's shout out to the Spirit Angel guys. Thank you so much for coming in and giving us the messages for the collective. All right, past, present, and future. Stop. Cut the deck. Here's past. So thank you again for all your new subscribes. It's helping me get the message out. I so appreciate that. It's the slow and steady wins the race when it comes to me. I don't know how all these others get up, but I don't mind. It's fine because I didn't even expect just one. So that's fantastic. I'm getting up there. Present. And I just cut again, future. All right, we're moving it along. So we have these face down. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the bottom of the deck, which you don't see coming. Is positive movement forward. Thank goodness. Now, I think you've already kind of known that. I think you're cutting out what isn't right for you. And that's what you don't see coming, which is 8, a divine number. The divine has got you. Perfect. Perfect. Positive movement forward. So we're going to move this. I have shuffled the various decks. I don't know where I'm going to be called to. Sometimes I think I'm going to go to a deck, just so you know. And Spirit goes, no, you're going to go over here. So again, I do what I'm told, because if I don't, it's just going to come out anyway. It'll just take longer. That's what I learned. Okay, so what you don't see coming is positive movement forward. That's good. Maybe you've been waiting for that over time. Exactly. Let's see. Past, present, future. Let's look at the past energies first, and I only take this deck in the upright. My nose is itching, so I'm speaking the truth. Okay, you're choosing wisely. It's number 7. So this is your past. You were started to choose wisely in the past. So again, this is recent past. I pick when I go past, it could be long past, but I'm thinking it's more than like the last 7 months since July. This is what I'm feeling. You started to choose wisely when it comes to the people, places, and things that you surround yourself with. That's important. And now because you have doing that, here's 7, 8. What you don't see coming is you're going to have a positive movement forward. That is going to be, we'll get to that because we haven't done the future yet. But because of that, I'm seeing a progression to where you're supposed to be. 7, 8, 9, 10. Like here we go, moving forward. So since you started to choose wisely, since you started to do these things, money has changed. Your surroundings have changed. The people in your life, all of that. You've decided to be very good about your boundaries, which is very nice. Since July, I'm getting in the last 7 weeks, 7 months, again, right off the heels of yesterday's reading. Something has changed since July in the last 7 months, last 7 weeks. We're in what, September? Yeah, that would make it July time. So right, past, since July, you have made some decisions that you're deciding to do things differently. Very good. Your present energy, triumphant, my dear, another 7. If this turns out to be another 7, 7, 7 over here, I'm going to cry. Okay, triumphant. This is you. This is major arcana. You're starting to have victory. You're starting to show who you really are, I'm hearing. I want to make sure I get that correct because this is a newer deck to me and it's number 7, so it won't take long. You're actually turning out to be who you always said you were, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, this is the Chariot movement. Yay, I love it. Triumphant. He's on a horse. Movement. Getting to where you want to be finally. This is the present, so this is Grant. The power of your soul is pushing and nudging you steadily forward. Again, 6, 7, 8. I just said that, making a progression. It's essential that you carefully think about where you want to go, who you want to put yourself around, because again, you don't want to slip back into those negative vibrations with those people and places and jobs and things that you were doing in the past. You're looking forward. You're being very, very steadfast. Red. You're starting to honor your chakras, honor your personal self, your body, and you're showing, maybe you started a weight loss plan. I'm hearing maybe you're starting to see that. 7, 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. There's no more struggles. 4 and 1 is 5. You're moving to the light, I heard. Okay. Future, please be a 7, then that'd be great. 15, temptation. Okay, this is the future. This is what spirit is. This is the devil energy. So the spirit is trying to tell you to be very careful about trying to revert back to old behaviors and old people who aren't going to like your movement forward, which I'm being guided to look again, which is the people around you are trapped in fear. You're no longer, this came in reverse. Even though I'm not reading them in reverse, I'm going to duly note that because in reverse means you're no longer going to be stuck in this energy. But I only read them in the upright with this deck, so I'm going to say to you, take it both ways, spirit is saying. Yes. You do not want to surround yourself in this energy anymore. The red, it's Aries, Fire, Leo, Sag. Maybe somebody, I want to read the temptation again because I want to make sure that's correct. I'm pretty sure 15 is the devil, but let's just make sure. But yeah, I don't like that a-hole there, but it is. Through this card, addictions and self-limiting behaviors. Yeah, it sure is. That's what I thought. It's the devil. I wanted to be sure. But again, it's not. It came in reverse, so I'm going to say that's a positive for you, but it's a warning from spirit in the future to be aware of anybody. We're going to pull tarot on it. I don't like to say it's just one card because you're doing victorious. And when you're starting to move, guess what? This Mother Effer wants to come out and stop it because they don't want you to have progression into the good times and this is your last push to make sure that your spirit is going to test you. They're always going to test you to make sure that you're not going to revert back to old patterns and behaviors. With addictions especially, it could be your struggle, and that's anything, not just drugs, not just, alcoholism, not just, could be anything, food, working too much, too many codependency issues, that kind of stuff. Spirit wants you to move in a position where you're putting yourself as the priority and not being distracted by this jerk off. So yeah, you're going to make sure that you are moving forward, and that's in the future position. But again, what you don't see coming is positive and fulfillment of wishes. Bingo. If you can continue to go steadfast and maybe a lovers in the future. Wow, this is great. What you don't see coming is you got fantastic things happening for you. 7, 8, 9. Oh my gosh. So Spirit said, look at the numbers. Ding dong. And I'm like, oh, 7, 8, 9. Yes, you're moving forward. Again, progress, moving forward. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful. Bam. So yes, if you can continue to keep your boundaries in check and make sure you don't repeat past behaviors, you're absolutely going to find you're sailing into the calm waters. This is fantastic. so perfectly, and possibly a new love. So let's, light seers, thank you. We're going to pull some clarifiers. So as a little recap for those who just tuned in or wanting to tune in, I might do some shorts. I like to do some shorts for those that don't like to sit through the whole reading. I get it. People's got things to do. But again, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're moving forward. You're choosing wisely. Since you've chose yourself first, Spirit is saying, thank you. You made the best decision in your lifetime is putting yourself and choosing yourself. That's what we're here to do. I know it's an oxymoron when people, they tell you, oh, don't be so selfish. No, you want to choose yourself. Ultimately, you choose you. You're here living in your one lifetime, this lifetime, at least in this experience. It's about you. It's about others too sometimes, but not all the time. Excuse me. Yeah, they don't want you to talk about it. Sorry, I'm gonna. The spirits and the principalities of good want you to choose you, because when you choose you, others will see the same and follow along and decide that it's okay to choose themselves. We've been conditioned in those programmings for a long time. We've been telling us, no, you need to sit back, especially the female population. I'm not about genders, as you know. If you don't know, genders are fluid. He, she, is. I don't care about all that. It's energies. They can be feminine or it's depending on your situation. Again, these are collective readings. If they apply, fine. They may apply because I have a small following right now. So those that tune in are going to have the energy more directed for them, because I'm praying that my collective that watches get the messages that they need. Now, if you're finding me and this is resonating, great. Like, share, subscribe, at least subscribe, and then that tunes me into your energy so I know it's for you. But again, the person I'm reading for today is deciding that they've decided to choose themselves. Yes. You're learning new things. You might be going back to school. You're getting the message that it's about you now and nobody else. There is something here that wants to keep you in that old programming, which you're not doing. Spirit is saying this is the lifetime to break those. This is the lifetime that we've all chose to help the collective break these types of thoughts and feelings, that it's okay to be you and it's okay to be authentic. Thank you. So now that you're doing that, you're getting very much victory. I'm getting the victory with this 7. Absolutely triumphant with what you're going to be doing. You're on your divine assignment, and Spirit is going to put you there with fulfillment of your wishes. Whatever you want to do with yourself, do what makes you happy, no matter what it is. If you want to be a janitor, be the happiest janitor you can be. Whatever the hell you want to do, we all need these things in every job, every discipline, everything is absolutely necessary except the dark arts. But even then, darkness has its place. But right now, the light is taking over. The light is starting to shift. We've had a lot of darkness. We don't need much more of that anymore. We need to balance it out. You're never going to have light without the dark, Spirit is saying, but you can't be dwelling in either one for too long. You got to have some balance in this physical realm. Yes. Okay. So again, let's see what the energies are around you in the current. What are the energies that are around my collective? Now that we know that they're choosing themselves, can we expect the energy is going to be for them? Oh, I saw the death start to pop out. I saw the death wanting to come out. You've definitely had a rebirth, which came on my paper over here. I love how Spirit just wraps all this around what I get downloaded, because it's also, that's the effing truth. There it is. All that I just said is truth. Again, Spirit is saying be on the lookout for all the struggles that you've been through. It's to keep you from going backward. You've had to go through these struggles currently that you went through, and you're starting to listen to your intuition, because she's looking up at the sky and she's getting downloads from above. It's been a struggle for you to listen to those intuitions, because you've been told your entire life, I'm hearing that that's wrong, that is evil. I don't want anyone to think tarot is not evil. Tarot is a means and a tool to use your divinity in a way. It could be used for good or bad, depending on the person who's doing it. I choose to do it for good. I only get my messages from the Most High. This a-hole gets their messages and tries to do evil with it. People can do evil with this stuff, but it doesn't make it inherent. Just like the whole thing is, weapons aren't inherently evil. It's the people that use the weapons that are evil. So same tool, same thing. You can use tarot for good and or evil. It doesn't matter. It depends on who's doing it. But God wants you to use your intuition, because you don't need cards, which I understand, but it's just a tool to get the messages out myself. It took me a long time to get on here. I was getting messages, you need to do it, you need to do it, you need to do it. And that was my old programming saying, I don't know, people are going to think, I don't care what people think anymore. Bingo. Because I'm getting the messages that need to be said through the divine. Through your intuition. I already know again, I got all this before even pulling the cards out. This is just corroborating for those who don't want to believe. This is Spirit telling you, you don't need cards. You can hear it right from us. And you are starting to, and you're fighting that within yourself, I'm hearing. Don't fight with that within yourself. Allow it to happen because you've been proven right over and over and over. That's why this jerk off over here. There are principalities. This guy doesn't just show up with horns, knocking on your door, go, I'm here, I want you to do this. Nobody would do any of that because they'd be afraid and they'd run away. This a-hole jumps into people that you trust. This person gets to the insecurities of the people you love around you to get you to do certain things. It's very subtle. He's smart. The devil is smart. They know how to get to you. They usually use the people around you. And then you get to see who's who in the zoo, as I say. Yeah, so to be on the lookout for anybody that's trying to knock you down. Now, these are not swords. These are wands. So the wands are just nitpicky people trying to fight. It's internal. You know, the swords is internal battles. The wands is external. So if you're seeing people that are trying to tell you you're wrong, drop those a-holes. And I think you've already done that because you've chosen wisely who you want to put your energy into. Around and into, I've heard. You've already chosen. All right. What else? Why is the Five of Wands here when it comes to the energies around my collective? Why is the Five of Wands here? Yeah, because you've had your heart broken and you're not going to do it anymore. In reverse. You've reversed it now, which tells me that you went through this, but now it's in the reverse, which means you've already seen the light. You've already heard what it is that you need to see and feel with the people or a person or a group around you. Right. Yeah. 5 and 3 is 8. 8's a divine number, which means you've conquered that. It's over 5. So that's how I take it. I use numerology in my head. It may not make sense to you, but I'm explaining to you. I use all of the tools, whether it's numbers, astrology, numerology, all of that I use in my readings and my psychic intuitive gifts. If you need to know more about me, it's in my bio. You can read it yourself. I don't like to waste time talking about me, but you can read all that. I've been doing this for years, but I've only been on YouTube. It says 5, but that's because I started and then I gave up because I let the internal thoughts get to me. But now Spirit is like, you can't do that anymore because, like me, you are not stuck any longer. You're no more allowing anything to tell you the Two of Swords. Boom. You're no longer listening to the outside voices around you telling you you can't see when you can clearly see. You can clearly see, and you've been right. I'm talking to somebody who's been saying some stuff in the last 5 years, 2 years, 7 months. You've been saying something's going to happen or this is the way it is, and people around you are going, no, deep down they know you're right, but they can't admit it, so they're going to say it. You're not right. But then come on, guess what? You're right. The Ace of Swords is you are absolutely correct. That is the truth. It doesn't get any more truth than the Eight of Swords. Ace of Swords, excuse me. Ace of Swords. Doesn't get any more honest than this card. And it's because it's the intuitive. God sends you the truth. Only goodness never lies. And you're picking up on that, and somebody around you doesn't want you to believe that, and it's somebody that broke your heart in the past. Because deep down they can't, everybody has the ability to hear their own voice in their head. Everybody has that ability to have discernment, but not everybody believes that it's coming from a higher source. So you lead by the heart from what I'm getting. You always go with the heart first. So with that said, you have been more triumphant than others because of that. And when you listen to your intuition, you will be led in the right direction. It's our own selves is our own worst enemy. We are our own judges. We are our harshest critics, usually. The ones that can critique themselves that aren't narcissists usually do the work, and they usually move forward in that. Okay, so let's see what your blockages are, and let's find out more about the blockages. Who is... All right, who's blocking my collective? What is the blockages and challenges, please, around my collective at this point? They're hiding whoever they are right now. Maybe not in the past. They're going to only come out. It's like I see like a jack in the box. That's interesting. I haven't even thought about that. I maybe had one growing up. But I'm brought back to the jack in the box. And then they pop up and they go, hey, and they leave. That kind of thing. They want to just pop up, say some crap, and then run away. Yeah. They're hiding though right now. They're hiding. They're trapped and they're in fear because you are who you say you are, and now they have to face that because they can't. How many coincidences are going to make it fact? That's what I keep hearing. How many, you can't just say it's a coincidence. You can't just say you're grasping at straws and that was, you heard it from someone else. Eventually you got to admit it that you know what you're talking about. And they don't want to do that. All right, so what are the blockages and challenges, angels and spirit guides? Yeah, it's the Tower. Bingo. The big change that you just went through. This Tower has squirrels running from the house with it. You know, it's a lightning hitting your foundation, meaning that you have changed who you are deep down at a soul level that you may not see unless you start spending time around you. Thank you, Spirit. You look the same, but maybe actually you look more beautiful and more attractive. As you get more toward the light, your physical appearance changes because you're vibrating at a higher level. When you vibrate at a higher level, you look younger, you feel better, and you are connecting to the Most High. So the Most High doesn't look like a raggedy bitch. The Most High don't look like this shit. The Most High is gorgeous, but so are the demons. They do look beautiful from what I'm hearing. I hope to never see them, but they're also effing scary if you ever get into the dark ones. But again, when you resonate with the Most High, your foundation to the core, your spiritual foundation, Spirit is saying. Your spiritual foundation has been resonating at a higher level, and therefore, because you've been tuning in, your light is shining, because look at the light that's coming. Even the tower has light coming from it, because towers happen for you, not to you, is what I'm hearing. That's your blockages and challenges for others as well. They don't like to hear that you're changing. Nobody likes change, even if it's for good sometimes. It's hard. Change is hard even when it's for the best of circumstances. You have to evolve. You have to grow with them. And people who want to dig their heels in and not change are going to have the worst times. Can't stop it, no matter what. And when you put out negative, you're going to get change that isn't good for you because it comes back around. When you're vibrating at a higher level, Spirit doesn't, the negative that's trying to get to you, if you're up here, it's just going to go missing. And guess where it's going to go? Like a boomerang back to the person that sent it to you. What else about the challenges? Why the tower? What's the blockages and challenges about the tower, please? What's the blockages and challenges about the tower? Okay, the sun. I'm going to take it in reverse because I heard this person's not happy about your change, but you are in this energy too. So because you're in this energy, you're shining the light on everything that matters, and you're in your intuition. And when you shine bright, look how pretty that card is. There's nothing ugly about that, right? No. So you have shown your light, and you're spiritually resonating at the divine assignment that you're about to be in. If not, you're already in it. You're starting to do it, and it is causing anger to something in the future that's coming. It's not quite here yet, is what I'm hearing, even though you're in it now. You're doing it now, and I'm hearing hiding. They're hiding, but you're not hiding, but you used to be hiding is what I'm hearing. So hiding. So you may be coming out of hermit mode. I'll be happy to see if the hermit comes out. You've been in hermit mode, and now you're starting to, again, right from my last reading, I'm heard it's a continuation from the last reading yesterday. The energy has shifted slightly to a new positive direction. A lot of things have been happening in the collective, that mind shifts have happening. It's almost like you're leveling up in a game. So you're leveling up whether you know it or not, because the human collective is all one. Where we go one, we go all. I know everybody's heard that somewhere along the line, but it's not anything political. I'm saying spiritually, we can't evolve any worse or faster than the people that aren't willing to go. But now we're shifting in a direction where you have free will. And it's almost like you can't hold your hand out anymore for people behind you. You're going to have to just pass that baton forward and go for yourself, because they'll catch up. They got eternity. That's the thing people understand. The soul never dies. You have an eternity to get to where it may take people around you who also volunteered to come in during this time to help you elevate, but maybe they're not ready to elevate in this lifetime. It may take them 10 more lifetimes to get to where you are right now. You can't wait for that. You have to move, because you, especially if you're a fire, I'm seeing Aries in my head. If you're a fire sign, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and they're leaders. They're meant to lead the whole collective of signs. So we should be the first to go first. And then we are leaders, we are managers, we are go-getters, and everybody behind us will follow. Eventually all will get there, but it could take years, lifetimes, months, many times over. But again, there's no right or wrong in this. These are just different lessons for different people at different times that chose to be here at certain points. We don't know. We all have different lessons. All right, so what else about this blockages and challenges? You're not going to allow anyone to dim your light anymore. I heard no more dimming of the light. What else for the blockages and challenges? Any? One more, pass. Okay, thank you. Spirit, love you, because you're the star seed. I was just talking about when we chose to come here. Yes. You are the chosen one. You are the star seed. You are the light worker. You can pick whatever beautiful nomenclature you liked, but this is it. 17. 8, divinely guided. You are moving forward. You are fulfilling your dreams. You're definitely on your divine assignment north node. You are here to bring the light. See how she's bringing spirit down once again. Look at all of this. Holy crap. Look at all this. Look at all these lights coming from above. You got the sun coming from the sun. You got the lightning coming down there. You got her tapping into in the dark in the sky. You got all the elements are here. Spirit, physical, dark, light, moon. I'm surprised the moon isn't here, and the tower. All God is great here. It's amazing. You are there. You have arrived. Yay. All right. I don't even know what else I want to pull here. Let's get more information about who this person is and where they're going next, or what you need to be aware of. Should we do the Kipper? Yeah. Kipper's good because it gives me more of an idea. You're going to know who this people or person or group is. They're the ones that always want you to, don't do that. You can't have that. I wouldn't do that if I were, that guy. Yeah, message in bondage. Right, here it is, right on, I just said. Give me more information on this devil energy. Devil's got this person bound. They can't move. And your ancestors, I heard. And your ancestors. And they're going to try to, they're trying to get, here's another 7. Are you kidding me? 777. Thank you. Bingo. You are 777. You're in your luck. You're right there. You're in it. And this person that is attached, has an attachment to them. They're in bondage with the dark. They cannot get out. I hear if you can't see the forest for the trees again. I'm hearing that. They cannot see what you see. You see the board clearly. This person cannot see that this evil attachment, an entity, this negativity is what's keeping them here. You have to be the one that breaks this. And whoever I'm talking to has already clearly done this. But the person that you were associating with, or the people, cannot do it. They feel, they don't see, maybe they're atheists, maybe they don't see God the way you do, or the spirit world the way you do. This is somebody who, you live and die and that's it, and we can't be sure that there's a higher power. This person that's always circling when they can't, out of fear, again, hearing trapped in fear, the bondage. Now, does that look like this person's having a good time? No. Their mouth is stuck, their hands are stuck, they're completely bondage. That's it. Yeah. They cannot move forward. They cannot speak their truth. They feel like if they can't win for losing this person, and they're trapped in their head and they want to give a message, but they don't know how because they're too afraid of what others are going to think. They're still stuck with the mask on their face. That's what I consider this. Thank you, Spirit. It says mask, look, his face. That is a mask. It could be a mask, but they're crying. Does it look like he's having fun? No. They want to get out of this, and they see you as a way out somehow. Thank you, Spirit. They don't want you to move on because, again, if you get, I keep hearing, how could you get away so easily? How can you get through this so easily? You make it look easy because you are the starseed, mother effer. That's why. You're divinely guided. You listen to the divine. They get you. It's like a layer of protection. It's like you're in it. I'm seeing, no, please don't take this. I know what we just saw was horrific in the shootings and what's going on there. But it's like you got a life vest. Let's use that example. I saw it, but I'm not going to say that, Spirit. I know. I'm sorry. It's too sensitive. People got life vests on versus somebody who doesn't in the water. Well, guess who's going to drown first? The person that has the life vest off is going to drown first. And that's kind of the feeling I get here. They're too afraid to put the life vest on and let Spirit guide them with the current. Thank you. That was a better example. Right. If you have, it's a layer of protection that Spirit gives you, and you have faith and trust in that, and because you do, you're guided in the right place all the time. And this person wants to argue with that in their own mind. They're not mad at you. They're mad at themselves that they can't have the faith that you have. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. That was the message. That was the message. They're most afraid that everything that you've been saying is absolutely true, which means they're going to have to face it now. They're going to have to face that fact that they've been living a lie their whole life, and a lot of people can't. Now remember, we've been lied to our entire lives about a lot of things. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you gullible, or at least trusting. That's not even the right word, gullible. Trusting. It makes you trusting. And you trusted the wrong, we all did. We've all trusted the wrong things and people a long time. But now God and Spirit is asking you to look down deep. Close your eyes and think, does this shit make sense? If it doesn't make sense, maybe it's not right. I don't care who's telling it to you. I don't even care if it's the Pope. Who knows what the hell? Trust in the Spirit, direct source. Don't talk to other people. Go straight to the source. Does it make sense? I'm not saying don't like the Pope. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that not everybody has your best intentions at heart. Even people that you think and trust. It could even be your own parents. We are told a lot of things that aren't true, especially when we're young. And that programming sticks with us. And then it takes a long time. It's like a habit. Spirit is going. It's very hard to undo what has been done. But you have to make the mental work to do it. to go to find the truth. Find the truth, because you're not going to find it by talking to other people. You're going to find it by quieting your mind and asking God to give you the signs directly from source without filters. You will get it that way. And I think the person I'm talking to has done that. 30:06 on the clock. Nice job. So yes, you're no longer heartbroken. You're not going to fight anybody anymore. And you're sure as shit not going to listen to any weird, creepy crows that are trying to caulk in your ear. Because you know this a-hole is lies, full of lies. This energy, not good. Whoever this is hiding behind the people you care about to try to keep you down. But eventually, when you cut out the people that are always negative to you, or always lying to you, or always telling you things that don't make you feel good, you don't even have to listen to the whatever you feel in your heart chakra. If somebody says something to you and that first intuition is like painful, then they're not the person to sit around or be around. I don't care if they're your parent. I don't care if it's your kid. I don't care who it is. If they don't make you feel good about yourself, they're constantly bringing you down. If you feel anxious, anxiety is your number one, that's your signal to get the hell out of there. If you're anxious at any point talking to people, you need to go. Okay? That's your challenge. Spirit is saying it's always going to be your challenge. It's always going to be around you. You're always going to have to decide to do a check. This is why getting into meditation is important. This is why going outside, walking barefoot in the ground is important. Grounding yourself is very, very important. So you can connect to spirit. So you can do checks and balances constantly. Is this shit or is this real? Is this real? Is this not? Is it good? Is it bad? How do I feel? How do you feel? It's what you should be asking all the time. Okay? That's where I was going with that. All right, let's find out more about this. Who's in this bondage? Who is stuck? What is this message that they want to say? That's what I'm going to find out. There's going to be, this person's going round and round in their mind. They want to write you a message, text you, or something. So let's see what they want to say. What is the message? What is the message? I know I ramble a lot, but it's important to get the message out. Intuitively, I'm picking this up a lot too. Here we go. Yeah, there's a divine masculine that's going to be coming in. This person doesn't want you to find that divine masculine or that divine counterpart. You could be a masculine. You're the divine one. Take it as a resonate. He should be he could be she could be he, whatever. Maybe you're a man watching this and you are the divine masculine and this person wants to tell you something about that. Number one, you are number one. Look at that. It's the number one in this deck. So you are putting yourself first as the divine masculine, or this person could be, if you're a female, maybe you're getting in touch with your divine masculine side. Or maybe you found a divine masculine and this person's upset about it and can't say anything. That's because they're stuck because you're done with them and they have no right to say anything now. It could be any of those situations. Take it as it resonates. But I'm talking to somebody who's in their divine energy, whether you're male or female. This one says masculine, so it's either you're bringing that into yourself and balancing it out, or you found somebody like that and somebody is not happy about it and they want to tell you, they want to say something, but they can't. Okay, so what else? What else is this message about? What else is this message about for my collective? Yeah, surprise! They want to come in. Okay, so courthouse. Maybe you got a divorce, is what I'm hearing. Surprise, maybe you're getting a divorce. Surprise, maybe you want a divorce. Surprise, maybe you found somebody you'd rather be with. One of these things could be happening. Or they're going to surprise you with something when you go to court. Or courthouse could also mean justice. So surprise, you're bringing justice to somebody is what I'm hearing. Or surprise, the divine ancestors are bringing justice to something. And they can't, let's see what you can't see coming with that. What is it that we don't see coming with the surprise at the bottom of the, manifestation. You've manifested this. And it has to do with legal right behind it in reverse. So in karma, yeah. This has to do with legal and reverse and karma. This has to be doing with divine timing of things. This is meant to be, so don't, if you're wondering, did I do the right thing? Spirit says, oh, I just got a high pitch, yep. Spirit is saying, yes, you did. And hit that for everyone to hear. I heard that in my left ear. Yes, the Spirit is saying, if you're questioning at all the decisions you made in the past to choose wisely with this person, you absolutely made the right decision. Not only did you make the right decision, they're saying, doubling down and saying you should have done it years ago. I'll take that. I understand. They're saying, because we've been trying to get you to see this for years, at least 7 years, that you are better than this. You're better than this person. Not that anybody's better than anybody, but they weren't nice to you, whoever this was. These people or this person, this job, any of it. Decades, possibly, with this person or people. Spirit is surprised or so happy now that they've done, now that you've chosen, now you find, not only have you chosen, but you're emotionally have detached, I'm hearing. You've emotionally detached to this heartbreak. You're not listening to them anymore. And now justice can be served. I'm hearing now, surprise, it's going to come in fast and you're going to get to see it. Yay. Let's see. I love it when karma turns around on people, but it's just the divine righting the balance. That's all. It'll turn back around another way eventually too, but it's nice to be on the side, especially when you get to see it. What else do we need to know about the surprise in the courthouse? It's just justice. I'm taking it. Could be going to court. I don't know. I'm taking it. It's probably justice. I see the flag and the sun, which means it's good. An outcome is going to be good for you. Karmic masculine. He's crying. So yeah, not good for them though. It has to do with this karmic person, a male in your life, or again, you could be a female or male. It could be two men. I don't know, but it's karmic masculine. It meaning they're embodying the masculinity, the very domineering personality type could be, is going to finally get what's due to them as far as righting the wrongs that they've caused you. Don't see jealousy and envy at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, whoever, again, going back to sum it all up, whoever this person is very jealous of the fact that you have got spirituality. They have been somebody who's been poo-pooing that their entire life, possibly going, it's not real, it doesn't matter, you make your own, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, you do. But if you're going at it with the intention that spirits aren't helping you or trying to go against what they're trying to tell you to do, you're going to have a bad time. You're happy. You're somebody that has decided to take this tower, and either you've caused the tower or you're reacting to a tower that's good. Because I'm seeing it's a good thing because, again, this tower in the light seers deck, it's lightning hitting and the little squirrels and the butterflies are on it. So it's something that has happened for your best interest, and you know this. And not only do you know this, you're seeing yourself in a higher vibrational being now that you are. And that is causing people to be upset because you've been kind of acting this, you may have never said it, or maybe you gave clues to that you were this divine being and your spirit and ancestors knew you were. The free will in this lifetime, they can't do anything until you get it. So now that you've got it, now, brown cow is when it's coming down. And they're going to be stuck in it. And guess what their karma is? This divine masculine or divine feminine, I'm feeling whoever I'm reading for is going to succeed. And this karmic person that is upset with this is going to have to sit and watch. That's part of their justice. They're going to try little digs here and there, but they're stuck. So they're not going to be able to give it to you like they used to, I'm hearing, because once you learn how to read, you can't unread, right? You know, you see the playbook, you know what they're doing. And I hear that as a collective as well as a macro and micro, which means world and in your inner circle. You see it for what it is. Now that you see it, you can't unsee it. So when you're doing that, you're going to move on and you're going to start continually building your spirituality, which is exactly what I got in the beginning. So that's fantastic. So let's wrap this up with the butterfly oracle deck. I love the butterfly, the transformation, the beautiful soul that you are. What angels and spirit guides, messages we want to give from the beautiful, wonderful butterfly deck. All right, so this is just the butterfly tarot oracle deck, excuse me. And I like this deck. It sometimes gives good messages. Yes, what do we got? Body changes, bingo, transformation. So again, right back to what I said in the beginning, maybe you're losing weight, your body's changing, you're looking better, you're smelling better, you're vibrating at a higher level, which means you become more beautiful. And it's showing, look at this monarch coming out of the cocoon, meaning you have transformed. Again, thank you, Spirit. Beautiful. Metamorphosis, here it is. That couldn't have picked a better card out of here. Couldn't have picked. And be true to you at the bottom of the deck. That's who you are. You're going to be this beautiful butterfly. You're not the caterpillar anymore. You're turning into this beautiful butterfly, and you're going to be honest and authentic, which you've always been. But a caterpillar is a caterpillar. They're being authentic as a caterpillar. Now you've evolved, and now you're the butterfly, which means you're going to be authentically beautiful, flying around at a higher... Caterpillars can't get off the ground unless they climb. It's a struggle. But once they transform, now they can fly anywhere, which a lot of... The butterfly can't go where the caterpillar goes. Okay, well they can, but they don't. They now have a different choice to go somewhere else. The caterpillar is only grounded in a few places, but the butterfly can go a lot of places that the caterpillar can't. So that is where you are. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations! If this has resonated and you made it this far, please do me a favor and hit the like, just so I know that you're resonating, and or subscribe if you have not. And I'm thankful, so grateful for all the people who taken the time out of your day to listen. So thank you so much. I will see you on the next one.